Hey there, Tiziano and Dolcinaea here. Let's see what they do. First, Tiziano. Tiziano is a thief and he's incredible. Remember Kaine? Now imagine a support character on pretty much the same insane level. That's Tiziano. He compresses so much stuff in his hit, almost every ability of his is useful. First, he has dagger weakness in plants. And he is so good at them, he makes it possible for Kaine to be a damage dealer in almost any battle. Sick, ain't it? But there is much more. He's a universal damage buffer. You see, he gives crit damage up, which is the same category as any other damage buff. And he also adds guaranteed crit, so he has some versatility. On top of that, he also increases crit multiplier, has dagger rest down and damage cap up for the team. That's a lot. Let's see his passives in detail. First one is simple, gives small bonuses the more thieves you have in the team. Here's the aforementioned crit multiplier increase. The requirement doesn't look too difficult, but can be tricky depending on the situation. So don't forget that you can use a 3-star Billy. Not only he has a useful ult, he also has a small on-break passive. And about on-break passives. Tiziano gives everyone in front row ability to apply 15% dagger rest down on break, which is quite good. In theory, you can trick someone like Renew into utilizing it too. Just put her in the front the turn before break. Damage cap up passive is annoying, but I guess you could use Tiziano's priority move to struggle less with it. The coolest skills are his ult and EX ability. The ult buffs debuffs dagger res and buffs dagger damage, and there is unconditional guaranteed crit too. It's extremely good. His EX is quite packed as well. Big buff, comes with guaranteed crit for thieves, and with an AoE dagger implant. This is exceptional for battles with ads. I'm pretty sure there is a 120 level NPC fight in Celestia where it is extremely useful. I saw a vid, Kaine was shredding everything despite her AoE being only a 3 hit I think. By the way, this only for thieves part may look stinkier, but look up, who actually needs guaranteed crit? Padis already has it, or Audio too, so you're covered for quite a while. Some other useful skills. Here is the mentioned priority move, which is almost enough to keep up with Kaine's 8 hit attack. The skill I called buff base is something I would use early to extend later with the EX ability to cap 30% of everything relevant. But there is also a single target version which is fine too, and gives guaranteed crit just like that. See what you need more. And some other various but quite useful skills. The debuff move is great for extension, then the shield shape move, and the BP regen for ally. With Tiziano you may even think about replacing Signa, since a lot of her skills have replacements between various thief units. What do you think? He's cool, right? I would recommend you to pull him if you use thieves and especially Kaine. Maybe even physical damage in general if you lack the relevant buffers. I also had a thought myself. Tizi Kaine were delayed, right? Maybe there is some better buffer coming up. I checked some JP clears, but that buffer appeared to be Mulrusu X from Dragon Quest collab, and it is still quite far off. So I think you can pull him without worry. You'd also maybe want U10 down the road, but don't spend rubies on it. Just exchange it later if you feel the need. Now Dolcinaea. Dolcinaea is dense DPS who attacks with fire and wind. From the start, she has instantly available 100% potency up. But hold your horses, this is a magic unit, did you forget? What's cool about her is that she is self-sufficient, caps fire and wind damage even on passive level, the potency up once again, and has some other useful buffs and debuffs. But she only hits 5 times maximum with a damage cap buff which is too small, technically 7 times, but those 2 additional hits are not practical for damage. Here are her passives. She has a style change function like Elrica, and depending on the style she gets different bonuses and effects on skills. The gist is, Dance's style for shield shaving and buffs, and Diva style for damage and everything else. As you can see, in Dance's style she gets 2 additional hits with minuscule potency. Not to mention there is no potency buff in this style, so they stay weak. A player with a keen mind may think, let's all ult her to get the benefit from those 2 hits. Yeah, you can do it. But that is basically throwing half of her kit away. Better bring her as a sub DPS then. So yeah, let's not solo ult her. Her damage skills. Some of them are mirrored fire and wind versions. As you can see, her best move is a 5 hit. She also has an even lower hit count nuke. Everyone has them. It's half as powerful as the 5 hit, the additional damage cap is too little. Her EX is fine, only slightly weaker than the 5 hits thanks to the damage cap, but it kind of loses its point becoming a single target. It has nice debuffs at least. Her support skills are interesting. They look like they affect everyone, and they kind of do, but practically only she herself gets most of the benefits from them. The front row gives her self damage up most importantly, but it also has Agnia's unique passive for some reason. So you would want to run her with Agnia, but the most Agnia can provide to her is more damage cap and more active elemental attack. But sure, why not? Her ult is the Neha Isla ult, but with elemental damage buff only for dances. Remember all the dancer magic DPS? Okay, Agnia, next. There are a couple of general pull of course, but no one relevant really. All in all, I don't think she is worth pulling. She is cool to get by chance and has uses like in Cascade Battle, since her potency up is limited only by her SP, but she is not replaceable. So pull her only for power value, or if you got Tiziano at the very last moment, and might as well use pity on a new character. Thanks for watching.